A group of Ukrainian villagers have taken a Russian tank for a joyride, while farmers burnt a $20.2 million missile launcher as resistance to Vladimir Putin's troops continues to hold strong. Residents from the besieged Kharkiv region flaunted their latest find and vowed to use it against their Russian aggressors, The Sun reports. In a 24-second clip posted online, one man shouts, "We did it!" and "Glory to Ukraine," as he and his friends move through a snowy field on a Russian tank. Meanwhile, footage has surfaced of an enemy missile launcher up in flames. The $20.2 million piece of military kit, which is painted with the Russians' E symbol, was set alight by farmers in an open field in a moment of defiance. The man who captured the missile launcher said the Russian soldiers fled like rats. The video was filmed near the city of Bashtanka in the southern Ukrainian region of Mykolaiv Oblast on March 1st. Boris Filatov, 49, mayor of Dnipro City, shared images of the burning Panzer C missile system on social media, claiming that farmers seized and destroyed the vehicle. Mr. Filatov said, "I usually cannot stand a victorious scene, saber rattling and hat throwing. War is terrible grief, but these people cannot be defeated." Today, collective farmers from Bashtanka, without realising it, took and burned the latest Panzer C system worth $20.7 million. The winning people Russians ran across the Ukrainian fields like rats. The Panzer missile system is a group of medium-range missile and anti-aircraft systems produced in Russia. The surface-to-air missile system was designed to offer defense against fighter planes, helicopters, UAVs, and precision missiles, as well as provide protection to units under air attack. Ukrainian defenders also stumbled across what's alleged to be a vacuum bomb launcher. The Russian TOS-1 Thermobaric Khmer LS was found in good condition and fully loaded, according to a weapons tracking expert. It comes amid reports claiming Putin's demoralized troops are fleeing the war in Ukraine and surrendering without a fight, as the Russian army's death toll allegedly reaches almost 6,000. Footage has emerged of captured Russian soldiers crying as they claim they had no idea what to expect. Intercepted radio messages indicate troops are disobeying orders from Moscow to shell Ukrainian towns and complaining about running out of food and fuel. The recordings, obtained by British intelligence company Shadowbreak, include a soldier who sounds like he is crying. In another recording, a soldier loses his temper as he asks when food or fuel will arrive. "We've been here for 3 days. When the hell is it going to be ready?" he shouts, as reported in the Telegraph. A third recording features an intense exchange in which the same soldier refuses to use artillery on an area until civilians have left. Some of the messages were proof of war crimes as they revealed the Kremlin ordered Russian troops to fire missiles in urban areas, Shadowbreak founder Samuel Cardillo claimed. A senior US defense official told reporters on Tuesday that Russia's forces have faced major issues after Putin's hopes of a quick takeover of Kiev were dashed. Some units are reportedly running out of food and fuel, while a number of troops were said to be highly inexperienced and didn't even know they were being sent into combat. Soldiers desperate to avoid combat have even deliberately punched holes in their vehicles' petrol tanks, US official told the New York Times. A forced airmail convoy of Russian tanks and other vehicles threatened Ukraine's capital Tuesday, the 6th day of the war. But even as Russia intensified shelling of the country's second-largest city, the Kremlin has found itself increasingly isolated by tough economic sanctions that have sent its currency plummeting. After a first 5-hour session of talks between Ukraine and Russia yielded no stop in the fighting, both sides agreed to another meeting in coming days. Ukraine's embattled president, however, said he believed the stepped-up shelling was designed to force him into concessions. "I believe Russia is trying to put pressure on Ukraine with this simple method," Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said late Monday in a video address. He did not offer details of the talks that took place Monday, but he said Kiev was not prepared to make concessions when one side is hitting another with rocket artillery. 6 days into the invasion, the Russian military's movements have been stalled by fierce resistance on the ground and a surprising inability to dominate the airspace. Many Ukrainian civilians, meanwhile, spent another night huddled in shelters, basements, or corridors. "I sit and pray for these negotiations to end successfully," so that they reach an agreement to end the slaughter, said Alexandra Mikhailova, weeping as she clutched her cat in our shelter in Mariupol. Around her, parents tried to console children and keep them warm. The Kremlin has twice in as many days raised the specter of nuclear war and put on high alert an arsenal that includes intercontinental ballistic missiles and long-range bombers. Stepping up his rhetoric, President Vladimir Putin denounced the United States and its allies as an empire of lies. Meanwhile, an embattled Ukraine moved to solidify its ties to the West by applying to join the European Union, a largely symbolic move for now, but one that won't sit well with Putin, who has long accused the United States of trying to pull Ukraine out of Moscow's orbit. A Putin aide and head of the Russian delegation, Vladimir Medinsky, said that during the first talks held between the sides since the invasion, the envoys found certain points on which common positions could be foreseen. He said they agreed to continue the discussions in the days ahead. As the talks along the Belarusian border wrapped up, several blasts could be heard in Kiev, and Russian troops advanced on the city of nearly 3 million. The convoy of armored vehicles, tanks, artillery, and support vehicles was 17 miles 25 kilometers from the center of the city and stretched about 40 miles, according to satellite imagery from Maxar Technologies. People in Kiev lined up for groceries after the end of a weekend curfew, standing beneath a building with a gaping hole blown in its side. Kiev remained a key goal for the Russians, Zelensky said, noting that it was hit by 3 missile strikes on Monday and that hundreds of saboteurs were roaming the city.